Gwendoline Christie, lovely to see you this evening. You are here presenting an award.
I am indeed. I'm very excited to be presenting the award for costume design this evening.
Excellent stuff. Now, I want to geek out with you. Severance. Joining season 2. Tell me how that came about, because it's quite an interesting way that you ended up in Severance.
Okay, so Severance is my favourite show on television at the moment, and it was in season 1 as well. It's a very convoluted story, this, but basically I was hugely lucky, and I was nominated for an Emmy, and I was at the Emmys, and I took a photograph of my boyfriend and I sitting together to celebrate this momentous occasion, and looked at it, and then saw that Ben Stiller was in the corner of the photograph. And I'd recently watched Escape at Dannemora, which is an incredible series. It's so beautifully directed. It's a really exceptional piece of work, and I really wanted to work with Ben. And then I said, oh no, he's looking directly at the camera. What if he thought I was taking a picture of him? He's going to think I'm completely weird. And then I got a tap on the shoulder, and I looked around, and it was Ben Stiller. And he said he enjoyed my performance in Game of Thrones, which I was really excited about, and tried to kind of play it cool. And I thought, well, it's okay. Probably doesn't think I'm too weird. Right. And then I asked if we could meet, because I really wanted to work with him. And we met, and he's an incredible person, such a great creative. And he told me about Severance, and I thought the premise of it was electric. And then I watched the show, and I thought it was such phenomenal television.
It's brilliant.
It sort of transcends television, actually. And it was so good, I got annoyed I wasn't in it. I'm quite upset and angry. And then I was having a dark night of the soul. Why aren't I in this show? Anyway, the next morning I woke up, and there was an email from Ben Stiller's producer asking me if I'd like to become a part of the show.
Oh my gosh.
It's wild, and it's all true. It's wild, isn't it?
That's amazing.
But I think it's also quite fitting for Severance.
It's very Severance.
It's very Severance.
And obviously Adam Scott is here this evening. I love him. What's he like to work with?
Oh, Adam! I cannot, honestly, I want to sort of try and be humorous. You can't say a bad word about Adam.
Oh, that's
He's an absolute delight, but he's such an exceptional actor. He's so good in Severance because he brings reality to everything he does, but he's also able to tread that very delicate line of the absurd and be very funny but still very real. And as a person, he's a delight. I'm so excited. I actually texted him saying, "Will I see you today?" So yes, I'm thrilled to see him.
Okay, well, that's Severance. That's brilliant. Now, talking film, any favourites tonight? Are you looking forward to seeing anyone on stage in terms of a winner? Are there films that particularly stuck out for you?
I really loved watching the films this year. I really have. There's been so many great films and great performances. I loved Honora. I loved Conclave. I loved Hard Truths, and Marianne Jean-Baptiste in Hard Truths. It gives such a tour de force performance.
What a performance.
And I'm very excited for Demi Moore tonight, because the performance she gives in The Substance transcends so many different boundaries in terms of her performance is really vital. It's really visceral. It's incredibly real. But at the same time, it's commenting on the traditional tropes we have in terms of women's female beauty, women, perceptions of women, and the whole genre of horror becomes elevated and translated in an entirely different way. And I would love to see Demi win tonight.
That's good to hear. And also, it's great to see horror represented at an award show, so often overlooked.
Yes, I agree. And I think it's always a good thing when we see further inclusivity and more development and embracing of different genres. There's so much great alternative work out there.
Okay, final question. A question we're asking everyone this evening.
Yes.
A film you love that you feel people need to see if they haven't seen. Not just from last year, just any film that you love that you believe people must watch at some point.
I think just off the top of my head, Tangerine.
What movie?
Is an incredible film. And I remember when it came out being so shocked by its freshness and originality and the subject matter and the way in which it's filmed. That is a great film. It's a gem of a film. There's brilliant performances in it, and Sean is doing what we see him. He's at the very beginning of his journey through to where we come to now with Honora. He's a great storyteller.
He certainly is. Gwendoline Christie, it's lovely to see you here at the BAFTA Film Awards. Have a great night. Good luck on stage.
Thank you so much.